Hi, welcome to the video. Think back to early YouTube when FNAF was all the rage and Minecraft Let's Plays were plentiful. If you were watching Markiplier, PewDiePie or Koryx Kenshin during this period, you might remember these types of games. RPG Maker games. A lot of these were made during this era, which happened to be a good source of content for YouTubers. They were scary, oddly violent, and most had an interesting short story to go along with it. One of these was Misao. I recently played the translated version of the game from VGP person and found it to be an enjoyable playthrough. Even though it wasn't long, I found the tragedy and consequences of Misao's death to be quite fascinating. After my playthrough, I thought to myself, why not try and speedrun this game without knowledge of the most optimal route? And that's what I did. In this video I'll explain my process to accomplishing this task. Let's first begin with the rules. No looking up the speedrunning route or tech used to get a faster time for this run. Using the wiki to learn about the game's mechanics is allowed, and that's it really. Let's get started. The story begins with our protagonist named Aki Narukami waking up to Misao's cries for help. We then switch scenes into a classroom. After the lecture given by the teacher Sota, Aki and Ayaka overhear the also prominent characters Yoshino, Toma, Satome, and Kudo talking about the recent rumors about paranormal activities that were happening at the school. They concluded that Misao was behind it all. To no one's surprise, Misao does a little trolling and teleports the school building into another dimension. We come back to our senses inside the student council room, where we meet the student council president, Onigawara. He explains that Aki must find Misao, and with that, the speedrun begins. During the run, we must find 6 body parts of Misao, those being her brain, head, eyeballs, arms, legs, and heart, and bring them to the shrine outside in the courtyard. After that, we have to talk to Onigawara, kill the teacher, and lastly return to the shrine. The body parts can be collected in whatever order you please. However, to get them, certain requirements must be fulfilled. Let's start with Misao's brain. You get her brain by looking inside of the locker where Sota was trapped. Afterwards, just go into the teacher's office and open the locker there. To get her arms, you have to first talk to Ayaka in the teacher's office and release Sota from the locker. After that, go into the infirmary. You'll find Ayaka and Sota talking about being attacked by a monster. Sota will ask you to get a tranquilizer from his desk. You don't find one when you get there. Once back, you see that they were attacked. Sota then gives you the arms. To get our eyeballs, you have to pick up the lilies from the vase inside of the library and place them on top of 3 desks in 3 different classrooms. After doing so, a voice will call you to the rooftop. You'll find our eyes in the chest. To get Misao's legs, you'll need the baseball bat found inside the locker next to the infirmary. Go into the principal's office and destroy the vase to get the emergency key. Go to the right wing on the 2nd floor and use the key. You'll find Kudo, who gets run over by a car. If you then return to the boys' bathroom after Satome's death, don't worry, we'll get to that, you'll see a car with Misao's legs in it. For Misao's head, you have to go into the laboratory on the 1st floor and try to save Yoshino. Sadly, the murderer returns and Aki is forced to hide in an open carcass. After this, you'll go outside and down the well, where you have to use the baseball bat to break some rocks. Then, with the help of the blood covered on you, a passage will open leading to her head. And finally, the hardest and longest one to get, her heart. First, go into the boys' bathroom, where you find Toma, Satome, and a monster. Toma runs away in fear, and we try and stop the monster by using a fire extinguisher. Sadly, Satome already died. You find Toma again on the 3rd floor and talk to him. He gets attacked by a shadow monster. After resting in the library, he needs a drink. To get this drink, you need to first get some change. This is gotten through a toilet inside of the girl's bathroom. You have to dodge a ghost to get it though. Using the vending machine, you'll get a drink for Toma. Give it to him and you'll find a key inside. After this, you need salt from the mandrake inside the laboratory. You'll get this by luring the mandrake in front of the phone, which knocks them unconscious. Go to the left wing on the second floor and place the salt where the ghost stands. You end in a room where you have to listen to a ghost playing the piano. He gives you a chest, which you open using the key. Inside is the boot disk, which you use in the laboratory to enter in some codes, which leads to Misao's heart. Now, about movement. We can walk back to the library through the menu. I use this as much as possible to cut out and walking. Now, the run truly begins. First, I talk to Aika, followed by going upstairs into the library to unlock the warp. Then I free Sota. I go back downstairs into the infirmary to get the tranquilizer part of Misao's leg. Then, go grab the bat from the locker and continue into the lab. After Yoshino's death, I free the mandrake and get its salt. After that, I go into the girls' bathroom for the change, followed by the boys' bathroom to get Toma on the 3rd floor and clear way for the car. Then, I go outside and get Misao's head. I walk back and use the change on the vending machine to get the drink. Then, I go into the teacher's office to get Misao's brain and check Sota's desk for the tranquilizer. I head into the principal's office and get the emergency key. I walk back and pick up the lilies so I can place 2 on my way to the emergency door. Watch Kudo get run over and go upstairs to the last flower location and meet up with Toma. After he's KO, I go to the roof to pick up the eyes. After warping, I give Toma his drink and head to the piano room using the salt. After listening to his jingle, I get the boot disc. I walk back into the library and head back downstairs, get her arms and head into the boys' bathroom for Misao's legs. I then use the boot disc to get her heart. After that, I walk back and head to the shrine outside. After placing all the body parts on the altar, I meet up with Onigawara and he informs me that I need to kill either Toma or Sota. I pick Sota for reasons and give him a love tap over the head using the bat. Afterwards, I return to the shrine and end the run. I won't show the ending because I want you, the viewer, to download this game from VGP Person's website or to buy the definitive version on Steam to support the creator, Zen. I'll most likely do something similar with other games, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, if you liked the video, consider subscribing for more speedrunning content or my Beat Saber replays. Alright, see ya.